Parody videos inspired by the iconic Da Bears SNL skit.
She's been practicing that all
Da
day,
Bears.
and you nailed it. Now, Dave Swerski has more than 100 songs, 300 videos, a Bears Superfan official title, and he's just getting started, folks. Dave Swerski joins us with more. The Bears, how the Bears doing?
The Bears are doing great, aren't they? The Pope, you know, we've been blessed from above.
Do you think is the Pope going to bless us in the playoffs?
I think so. I think so. Okay. There are so many parallels between the 2018 season, but we are way further along with the Ben Johnson to Matt Nagy. No, we're not. We're much further along.
We don't want the double doink.
Double doink.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Don't
none of
even
that.
say it.
None of
Why
that.
are we saying
She brought it up, not me.
We need to actually verbalize it to actually get rid of it. Now we're through
All right.
it.
It's like speaking it out of existence.
Yeah, it's out of existence. Dave, since you've been coming here, it's always been like, the Bears.
No,
we
I
have
know.
something to celebrate
It's
now.
incredible.
This is like the first time.
This is crazy. So normally I always say people love my pain because all of my sad songs do a lot better than some of the happy ones. But this season has been heart attack central. So it's just been, got cardiac support on speed dial for every one of these games. But it's been great. I don't know. We're winning. How about that?
Does it feel real to you?
No.
Okay.
Every game, so I never know what I'm going to do before I do it. So there's always kind of the possibility of a happy song versus like a very, very sad song. And when we started 0-2, I was like, oh God, not again.
Right. Let me get into my sad song repertoire.
I went to like the one that I've repeated in week 2 because I was like, well, same old Bears, here we go. And then everything's turned around. In Ben, I trust.
Okay, so let's talk about Ben because everybody is all.
Good, better, best.
There we go. Good, better, best. His little thing that he does in the locker room beforehand.
I am trying to add in where he's stashing a sweater, and we'll win all the rest. He needs to grow
Does he know
a mustache. I don't know, Ben. Ben, are you watching? Are you listening? Grow the stash. Fulfill the prophecy. You don't know how far we'll go with that thing.
Oh, look at this.
Look at that.
Here's
with
the
my
deal.
logo. This is what I'm talking about. Look at that beautiful man there with the glasses and the stash.
Here's the deal.
That's an upgrade.
Isn't he a blonde?
Yeah.
He's a blonde, so even with the stash, he's going to have to put some, just
That's
for
all right.
men.
I'll show him
or
now.
something
We
into
can fatten that thing out, my friend. Let's go.
But you know what? As far as your satisfaction goes with Ben Johnson as a Bears super fan, on a scale, if Ditka's God, on a scale from 0 to 100, 0 is a cheesehead.
Okay.
100's Malort in an old style.
I love this. I already love where we're going with this.
Where are you putting Ben Johnson on that scale?
157?
Oh, wow.
Absolutely. No, he's got it. He was a Cubby fan for a long time. You knew this was the job he wanted. He could have had another job last year. He waited for the Bears job to open up for Doffloose to say bye-bye. And then we got the real guy in here. And then the chemistry with him and Caleb growing together. Because I think as long as we had a winning season this year, it was better than it's been. And so if we keep going in this way, we're
set the
first
bar
place.
low.
I did, a little bit. I mean, like last year, it broke my heart. I thought we were going to be on to something else. It came to the draft and we got Caleb and all that. And it last year did not go quite the way we thought.
What would you rather see? Caleb Williams, future Hall of Famer, or go back in time to 1985, see the Super Bowl Shuffle live.
Gosh.
See the real live Super Bowl Shuffle.
I would have loved, I was Tree when we went to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
And I would have loved to see Sweetness play in real life. He's my favorite. We're sporting that today.
Hey, 34. We got to get JP on the line.
My lucky number, and it's been for Walter Payton my whole life. That would have been pretty sweet. Although, to be in this timeline, there's a lot of weird things in this timeline in this world right now.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
I don't know. The Bears are doing well. That's a bright part. I'll take it.
I gotta ask you. We haven't seen you since George Wendt passed away.
It's true.
He was such a mentor to you.
Yeah.
He gave you the go-ahead to do the character.
Yeah.
The OG super fan.
The OG super fan from the SNL sketches. You did such a beautiful video for him. I mean, we talk about all these parody videos. We talk about all this stuff. Hundreds of them online that are awesome. This one you did was so powerful, so touching. Was it hard to do? Because even after the song, you talked about your friend.
Yeah, the process of this whole thing is writing a script. Like I'm constantly writing. I'm constantly kind of creating things and scripting things so that I can have it kind of, the way I want it. And this one was totally just off the top of the dome. And it broke my heart to lose him, obviously. He was the first person to kind of get me to go ahead to say, yes, this is great. And he introduced me to Robert Smigel, who wrote it with Bob Odenkirk. And I got to perform with Robert here at the Den a couple summers ago. And that was all because of George, because George was telling Robert, like, you got to see this guy's stuff. And then Robert was like, oh yeah, George has been sending me your stuff forever. And it's just like, I get choked up thinking about it, because George was just like the sweetest teddy bear you've ever met in your life, and was so supportive of what I was doing. And every week, it was literally like, you know, it went from being an acquaintance of mine to then being sort of the mentor that kept me going. And like every week was like, this one's great, this one's great. Oh my gosh, this is your best one yet. You need to play a guitar solo, because that's actually how I met him. I was in another band, and he actually came up and tapped me on the shoulder out of stash and said, man, you're really talented. And then we became Facebook friends. And then from that, we just kind of stayed in touch. I went as him for Halloween many, many years ago, and that kind of like opened the door. And then it was actually my wife who told me to do this during the writers' strikes back in the day, because I had written a television show, and I was trying to get that out there, and you couldn't shop anything. And I did a fantasy football draft in this character, and my wife was like, put that on the internet right now. And my first parody song went over 1 million plays on TikTok, and like the rest has been where we're at.
History.
200K followers, and there were like 30 million some plays of things last year, and we're doing that again this year, and just going. So I don't know, I just bringing joy. Like there was a gentleman out in the hallway that was like, oh my God, can I get a picture? And the smiles and the joy, that's like the only reason I keep doing this, is like to literally give people joy and to see the smiles, silly, stupid fun. It's just like, it's the greatest joy that I could have ever had. It's awesome.
Ugh, the Bears. The gift that keeps on giving, and you can't say that every season.
That's right.
But
prediction for Sunday?
Bears 147, Steelers
Aaron Rodgers
6.
0.
I gave him a little bit. I told my friends in my game preview, I do a preview every week, I said, you know, he's going to keep it close. He's going to make it stressful. They're going to get 6. It's going to be tough to watch.
He's questionable. I don't even think he plays on Sunday. We'll see.
I feel like he can't help himself.
I know.
He will come out there.
Coach. But I don't think he wants to embarrass himself.
I will be screaming at you, hey, Ron. I'm down here, hey, Ron.
All right, check out Dave's videos and songs. You can find them on YouTube and the socials, of course, at Dave Swerski. Dave, thank you so much.